thousands of people are attending a rally here in Washington from the Seattle Center now through the streets of downtown Seattle. King 5's Alex McClune is there right now. And Alex, what's the latest from the protest?
Madison, these tens of thousands of people are hitting the streets of Seattle right now. For any Seattleites watching right now, we are at the Mopop Museum, and you can see all the people from the Seattle Center flooding the streets here as they make the 2 to 3 mile trek downtown to the end of this event. The end of the march, undisclosed by the organizers, but they are leading this march through the streets. You can see all the signs that range from, a play on words, no King's Day, to the outright fury people feel here in the Pacific Northwest. As you take a look around, you're looking at 5th and Thomas, if you're familiar with this part of downtown, just below the monorail of Seattle. And organizers here have flooded the street. We have seen Seattle police marching, watching over this event. Throughout the summer, the 2 prior No King's Day protests have remained peaceful, no incidents. The one we saw over the summer, one of the largest demonstrations the city has ever seen. Talking to some of the guests, including the King County Chair, Gurmai Zahilai, he said this was one of the biggest crowds he's ever spoken to. He felt like he couldn't even see the end of the crowd at the pavilion he was speaking at. So Seattle, speaking with a full throat today. No kings in this country. They're making their feelings heard as we look around and try and find somebody just to see what this day means to them. Sir, we've been standing by you for a while. What do you think of all this?
It's great. Glad to see it.
What has surprised you about today, what you've seen just here?
Well, nothing really surprised me. I mean, it's the same as what happened in June. Peaceful, 2 cops, and it's surrounded by hundreds of people.
A peaceful demonstration makes for a successful one.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Thank you for your time. So, Madison, that's the feeling out here. Again, you just heard from somebody well-spoken who saw what has happened this summer, and it's a repeat of the 2 prior No King's Day protests.
Alex, I know there's a lot of people heading towards downtown Seattle. Where are they going to end? Do we know? And what time will things be wrapping up? There's still a lot of people part of this rally in March.
Yeah, a lot of people. As far as the conclusion you're asking about, it's a loose end. We don't know what the destination is. I was asking a couple of organizers, and that's part of the deal they made, that they are not telling us where this is ending. But all we can tell you is we're marching on 5th Street right now. The march was supposed to go down Harrison Street, if you're familiar with Seattle, one of the main thoroughfares here. This is the way it's going. You're looking south right now, so this is going south through downtown Seattle. 2 to 3 miles is the best we know, but that's not a problem for anybody. I think if you're in downtown Seattle and you look out your window, you're just going to see people walking in that direction. And as far as a conclusion site, well, that's yet to be seen, Madison.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially with security and safety protocols. Alex, did the group from Capitol Hill in Seattle join this group yet, or has that not happened?
I can't say based on our vantage point. What we have seen today, though, at the Fisher Pavilion at the base of the Space Needle, where this event was taking place for the past 2 hours, started at noon. We heard from elected officials, union leaders. That was the big rally site, and that's where these tens of thousands of people are coming from. But I would imagine that they would be converging, but a lot of energy here, Madison.
Yeah, definitely. And this is also happening right now live in Seattle. Alex McClune, our King 5 reporter, is on the street right now following along as the protesters are continuing through the streets of Seattle. They just wrapped up all their speaking engagements at Seattle Center. Very similar amount of people that we saw last time in that June rally for the No Kings protest. This is the largest one happening in our state right now. We just spoke with a crew that was in Spokane, so we know there are rallies happening across Washington state today.